Some of the comments focus on the way emergency responders handled this medical emergency. First, there appears to be a lack of urgency. Then, the woman is spun around. At one point, a firefighter, then a police officer, used their cell phones to take pictures of her.
And I think if she would have been somebody on the north side, they would have...
It's said that you can judge the character of a person by how they act when no one's watching. I'm here to tell you, everybody's watching. But as a professional, it shouldn't matter whether people are watching or not. You should act as a professional all the time. I'm Chief Rob Wiley, and this is another Fireground Flash Tip. We've talked before about the prevalence of digital recording devices, social media, and how we're probably always being recorded when we're out on the scene of an emergency. But I'm here to tell you that shouldn't matter in the way that we conduct ourselves. We all know that little ripple goes through the group and somebody says, hey, watch it, there's a camera over there, or watch it, that guy's got a video cell phone, he's taping us. Everybody stiffens up a little bit, maybe minds their P's and Q's a little bit more, but by and large it should make no difference. How do you act when you're not being recorded? How do you act when you know there's no cameras around? There shouldn't be a great deal of difference. Professionalism is a posture. You assume that posture of professionalism in everything that you do, whether someone's watching or not. That's who you should be. We were watching the video from Oklahoma City. In watching the video, a few things concerned me. First of all was the way the crew was just kind of circling the victim like they were looking at a box on the side of the road that they didn't know what it was. I understand this is edited video. We haven't seen the whole picture. We don't know the backstory. We don't know everything that happened. But from the uneducated observer who's watching this on the news or on the internet, this is the perception they're going to have. They're saying, why aren't they treating this woman? Why aren't they helping her? They're walking around her like she's a piece of trash. So those are the perceptions we have to watch out for. And those are the things that affect our professional posture. I hate to say it's not what you do, it's how you do it. But to casual observers, what they do and how they do it are two very different things. You may be following your protocols to the letter, but if you're doing it sloppily and you're doing it carelessly, to the observer, it looks like you don't know what you're doing. Where a good, well-executed treatment plan, you get in, you engage with the patient, you take care of business, and you move out, the observer says, boy, they really knew what they were doing, and you may have screwed everything up. But sometimes when people see things, they get a different perception than what's actually happening. And I don't want to cast aspersions on this fire department. I don't know the story. I'm taking this from the observer standpoint, the uneducated viewer who's watching this. It goes back to the point of always assuming that posture of professionalism, always being in control of your environment, always following protocols. If this is the way your department acts on a call, whether you know you're being videotaped or not, I would say there's a systemic problem in that organization. You've got to treat every patient with professionalism. You've got to approach every incident with professionalism. That's how people view us, as professionals. And if you don't act like a professional, you're not going to get treated like a professional. Being a professional means doing the right thing every time for the right reason. It means treating the little old lady down the street that brings cookies to the firehouse the same way you treat the drunk you have to go out on every Friday night at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's adopting a culture of professionalism in your organization, assuming a posture of professionalism in the public eye. Then it doesn't matter if you're caught on tape. It doesn't matter if somebody's videotaping you with a cell phone. You don't want to wind up on these websites. You don't want to wind up on the evening news. So adopt a posture of professionalism and you won't have to worry about it. I'm Chief Rob Wiley, and this has been another Fireground Flash Tip.